Right, so today's yoga flow is all about the last quarter moon. And that means, it's the waning moon, it's coming on to the new moon next week. And it's a good time to kind of let go of any baggage you may have been holding on to. And setting up for the new moon where we can set our intentions. So I've been doing a lot more yoga around the cycles of the moon, and you can feel energy shifts in your body if you notice. Sometimes you might just feel them and have no idea what it is, and then you'll look and see like, oh my gosh, the moon is, it's full moon tomorrow, or it's a new moon. So you can kind of feel these things in your body. So it's nice to do yoga practices with the with the cycles of the moon, because it's a good way to kind of gauge your energy and do practices to suit your body based on how you're feeling. Do a little centering before we get moving. So long, tall spine. You can even put a blanket under your hips if that's more comfortable. Coming to an easy seat. Let's just begin to draw our eyes to a close. Take a few cleansing breaths, inhaling through the nose. Exhale, release. Work out any wiggles you might have right now. I know I've got a few. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, release. And again, one more round. Let your palms just rest comfortably on your thighs. And just begin to slow the breath, letting it be natural. Coming into the space this morning. A little scan of the body. Just noticing how you're feeling. Just observing. As we move through practice today, I ask you to be mindful of how you're feeling in your body. You can push your edges, or you can take breaks as you need them. I invite you for our practice to draw in something into your mind that is no longer serving you, something you may be holding on to that you are just ready to let go of. Picture that in your mind's eye, whatever it is. Inhale deeply through the nose. And exhale, sigh it out, let it go. Really big sigh. Let's do that again. On the inhale, draw in whatever it is you've been holding on to. Exhale, sigh it out, release. One more. Exhale, sigh it out. Then let your breath return to natural. Gently blink your eyes open. Let's begin with just a few neck circles, maybe starting some half circles, just gently letting your head fall right and left, chin to chest. You can let your hands come down if that feels better, or just keep them on your thighs. And just keep kind of going right and left. Just a few rounds. Maybe you'll take a full circle all the way around, only if that feels okay on your neck. Ooh, I got some nice cracks and kinks coming out. Take a couple circles in one direction and then we'll switch. If that doesn't feel good, just stay with the half circles. And then switch it out as you're ready. A few circles in the other direction. Just letting it feel nice and easy and gentle to start. And then draw your gaze back to center gently. Place your palms on your knees, and however your legs are crossed, it doesn't really matter. We're going to take some circles. So I'm going to start to my right, and then lean forward and come back. And we're going to do this with like a cat-cow motion. So as you inhale, lean forward, press your chest. As you exhale, round your spine, navel to spine, lean back. It's a really nice way to wake up your spine in the morning. Just a gentle awakening. And we'll take one more and then we'll switch directions. And then switch it around the other way. Inhale, press your chest, broaden through your collarbones. Exhale, navel to spine. It should feel really nice. Maybe getting some cracks this morning. Let it feel good. You linger in one spot versus another. All right, last one, and we'll come back to center. Let's take an easy twist to your right. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, twist to the right, fingertips behind. Inhale, lift the chest. Exhale, turn a little bit deeper. Really turning from the midline, from your abdominals. And coming back through center. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, take a twist to your left. Fingertips come behind. Inhale, lengthen and ground down. Exhale, twist a little bit deeper. Once again, twisting from the midline. Inhale, come back to center, arms lift. And exhale, release. And let's make our way into tabletop. And then making our way into puppy pose. Walk your hands towards the corners of your mat. The hips stay high. Lower your forehead down. Just get a really nice, juicy stretch through your whole underarm, your ribs. You can bring your chin to the mat if you're feeling extra open today. Just whatever works in your body to start out. Inhale, press back up, coming back through to table. Then just take a few rounds of our traditional cat-cow. So as you inhale, lower your belly, lift your gaze, draw your palms back towards your knees, broadening your collarbones. Exhale, round the spine, really press your palms. At the center of your spine, go up towards the ceiling. Inhale, lower. And you may want to start adding any extra movements that feel good. If you want to sway hips side to side. Taking another couple rounds. Just add on anything that feels good. You can look over one shoulder at the other. Maybe linger in one spot longer. And one last rounding through the spine. Come back through to center. We're going to do a forearm stretch, but kind of an unusual forearm stretch. So starting in table, as we inhale, we're going to lift our right arm to the sky, gaze lifts. And then as we exhale, you're going to flip your right fingertips back to face your knee. And then we're going to take it to the other side. Left arm lifts, inhale. Exhale, left fingertips come back. So right now, both fingertips are facing you. And then we're going to flip it back around and we're going to speed this up. So inhale, right arm lifts. Exhale, lower. Inhale, left arm lifts. Exhale, lower. And then maybe we start a breath of fire with this. And we're going to keep with this motion for just a minute. Inhale up, exhale lower. Keep going. Building some heat here. Ten more seconds and then we'll slow it down. Last one. Flip it back around. And come back to center. Ooh, we got a little heat going, a nice little opening in the chest. Let's tuck our toes, spreading them on the mat. We're going to sit back on our heels for a little toe stretch. If this is too much for you, you can place something under your knees, a block or cushion, or you can just stay on your hands supporting yourself. If you're taking this with me, we'll be here for maybe a minute, 30 seconds, something like that. Let's do some finger stretches. So stretch your left forearm out. And then we're going to start with our pinky finger. I'm going to face you for a minute. And we're just going to give it a nice gentle tug back towards our forearm. And I've been doing this for like a week. I didn't realize how, we forget about our fingers. And we're going to go to the ring finger. We don't necessarily stretch them so much. Middle finger. And so I've been doing it a little bit for last week. It's already helping. Index finger, pull it back. And thumb. And we'll switch to the other hand. So right arm extends, pull your pinky back towards you, and then your ring finger, middle finger, index finger. Ooh, that's a stiff one for me. And thumb. Very good. And give your fingers a little shake. Come on out of the toe stretch. Give your feet a little flutter. And come on up to your knees. We're going to do a little chest opener and camel. So you can keep your toes tucked if you'd like, or you can just untuck them. Variations on camel here. I'm going to start with fists at my low back. You can take palms to your low back and they can face either direction. So just depending on how open you feel. I want to take fists right to my sacrum. Draw my tailbone down. And then just begin to squeeze your elbows together. Lift your heart. You can stay right here. Just beginning to lift your heart, opening through the chest. If you want to come back into the full pose, and I'm going to tuck my toes just to give that little extra height. I'm going to release my right arm, swim it all the way around, let it make contact with my right heel. And then swim my left arm all the way around and really draw my tailbone down so the curve is not in my low back. Lift your heart, lift your gaze, and then if it feels okay, you can let your neck come all the way back, stretching through your throat. Keep lifting your heart. And then if your head is back, bring it up. Bring one fist to each low back. Untuck your toes, sit back down, and then pause for just a moment just to release your low back. All right, very good. Let's get started with our flow. Palms plant, and let's make our way into down dog. Tuck your toes, send your hips high, and take a moment here just to get really long in the spine. Sits bones go towards the ceiling. Press your fingertips, roll your upper arm bones towards one another. Then maybe you can pedal out a little bit. I like to use down dog as a time to sigh and keep letting go of whatever I'm holding on to for the day. Pedal it out. One more each side. And then really, really long through your spine. Bend both knees. Press both heels towards the mat, trying to keep that length in your spine. And begin to crawl your hands back towards your feet. We'll arrive in Uttanasana. You can take a nice deep bend in your knees, grabbing for opposite elbows. Sway side to side. Let everything drain. Let go of whatever you're holding on to. And then switch your grip, grabbing for the other elbow. Let this feel really nice this morning. And whenever you want to let go of something, it's always nice to take those audible exhales. It really does help. And release. Slowly come all the way up to standing, one vertebra at a time. Head is last to lift. Inhale, arms reach overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Release the fingertips. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold all the way down. Inhale, halfway lift. Lengthen your spine, fingertips to shins. Exhale, fold, plant your palms, curl yourself back out. Coming to high plank. Lower down, knees, chest, chin. We're going to stay in this kind of caterpillar shape for just a moment. Lower all the way to your belly, untuck toes. Inhale, lift up for just a little low cobra. Press your heart. Exhale, lower down. Fingertips come wide, elbows towards the ceiling. You're up on your fingertips. Inhale, lift for wide cobra. Press your toes into the mat, draw your tailbone down, press your pubic bone. Exhale, let your right shoulder dip, look over your left shoulder. Inhale through center. Exhale, left shoulder lowers, look over your right shoulder or elbow. Inhale, back to center, maybe a little higher this time. Exhale, lower down, plant your palms, make your way back, downward facing dog. All right, we're going to begin a little bit of flow and some heating movements. Starting with a nice big hip opener. Inhale, lift your right leg high. Exhale, draw your right knee towards your nose, and then we're going to take a big circle. So I'm going to go towards my left elbow, my right elbow, spinning my hip open, and then coming back to three-legged dog. Inhale, right knee comes forward, left elbow, right elbow, open, hip high, three-legged dog. We're going to continue with this for 2 more rounds. Really opening through the hip, strengthening your core. And then lower your right toes to the mat. We're going to take it to the left side. Inhale, left leg lifts. Exhale, left knee towards your nose, towards your right elbow, your left elbow out to the side and up. Inhale, shift forward. Tap, tap. Opened. 2 more. Really building some heat. Opening through the hips. Last one. And three-legged dog. Let your toes come down. Come back to your down dog. Lovely. Inhale, right leg lifts high. Exhale, right knee towards nose. Begin to shift forward into plank, but with your knee lifted. Extend your right foot out straight to the left. Lower your left foot down. Open up, left fingertips towards the sky, fallen triangle. Exhale. Plant your palms, come back through center, right knee towards the nose. Step the right foot through, rotor's lunge. Look up, drop your back knee. And just begin to press up slowly. We're making our way into Anjaneyasana. Inhale, rise, hook your thumbs in Anjaneyasana. Lift your heart, open through the chest. Exhale, lower your fingertips, begin to straighten through your right leg. Send your hips back, first runner's stretch. Just here for a breath. Inhale, come back to runner's lunge. Plant your palms, lift your back knee, step your right foot back, high plank. Send hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, left knee towards nose. Send your left foot out to the right. Drop your right foot to the mat. Inhale, right fingertips go high, fallen triangle. Exhale, right palm plant, left knee to nose. Step your left foot through, runner's lunge. Drop your back knee down, press on up. Palms to thighs for just a moment. And as we extend our arms up, hook your thumbs, the opposite thumbs. Draw your tailbone down, lift your heart. Exhale, release your hands down, straightening through your left leg. Sending your hips back slightly. Couple breaths here. Should feel really nice in the back of your hamstrings this morning. Come on back up. Low lunge, plant your palms, make your way back to high plank. We're going to take that same kind of caterpillar motion. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Then lower all the way down, untuck toes. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, lower. Send your hips back. Downward facing dog. We're going to repeat that series a little bit faster. Inhale, right leg lifts. Exhale, right knee to nose. Send your right foot out to the left. Stand up, fallen triangle. Exhale, lower your left palm, right knee back to nose. Step it all the way through. Drop your back knee. Inhale, rise, hooking your thumbs, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower your hands down. Straighten through your right leg. Half split for just a breath. Come back through to runner's lunge. Plant your palms, make your way back. High plank. Send hips high, down dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, knee towards nose. Shoot your left foot out to the right. Extend up to the sky, fallen triangle. Exhale, right palm plants, knee to nose. Left foot comes all the way through. Drop your back knee. Inhale, rise up. Anjaneyasana. Hooking your thumbs the other way. Lower your fingertips down, straighten through your left leg. Stay for a breath, half split. Coming back to runner's lunge, plant your palms. step back, high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, over knees, chest, chin. Then come all the way down onto your belly. Inhale, up to cobra. Exhale, press back, downward facing dog. We're going to take that series one more time, adding on a little bit. And we're going to skip our fallen triangle. So lift your right leg high. Step your right foot all the way through runner's lunge. Drop your back knee. Inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana, hooking thumb. Exhale, lower your hands down. If you want to grab blocks, now's a good time for them. Grab your blocks, lift your back knee, straighten through your front leg for tiger stretch. Inhale, lift your heart. Exhale, lower. We'll take a couple pulses in our stretch. So bend through your right knee, lift your gaze, lower your left hip. Exhale, straighten your right leg, forward fold. Inhale, forward. Lift your gaze, exhale back. One more pulse. And then bending through your front knee, move your blocks out of the way. Plant your palms, step back to plank, and then send hips high, downward facing dog. Inhale, left leg lifts high. Exhale, step it all the way through runner's lunge. Drop your back knee, inhale, rise, Anjaneyasana. Exhale, lower your hands, grab your blocks if you like them. Lift your right knee, begin to straighten through your left leg. Inhale, flat back. Exhale, lower down, forward fold. Taking the same pulses, bend through your left knee. Inhale, lift your heart, lower your right hip. Exhale, stretch and fold. Inhale, forward, low lunge. Exhale, tiger stretch. Inhale, forward. Exhale. And we'll take one more. Inhale, forward, low lunge. Exhale. And then beginning to move your blocks out of the way. Plant your palms, step back to high plank. Inhale, shift forward. Exhale, lower knees, chest, chin. Lower down onto your belly. Inhale, lift up, cobra. Exhale, lower. And then let's just press back to child's pose for a couple breaths. Once again, letting go. Anything you're holding on to. Inhale through the nose. And exhale, side out the mouth. And then come on up. Let's make our way into Malasana. I'm going to do the fancy version. I'm going to come in from down dog. You can get there however you like. You're coming from down dog, bend through your knees, and then we're going to hop. Feet come to the outside of your hand. I'm going to face you. Ooh, lowering down, long, tall spine. Press your palms. Wherever you're at. You can always use the block to sit on in Malasana as well. That's a really nice way to use that. We'll just be here for a couple breaths. Opening through the hips. And then planting your palms, straighten your legs, feet coming slightly together. Inhale, rise all the way up, high mountain. Exhale, hands to heart center. And let's start, do a few more postures. We've got about 5 minutes, so a little bit of hip opening. Step your left foot back. Let's come to warrior two. Setting up your alignment. We won't be here too long, just for a couple breaths. Opening through the hips, feeling really grounded through both feet. Inhale, flip your front palm, shift forward. Exhale, scoop it back, reverse. And then lowering your right forearm to your thigh, left arm extends overhead, extended side angle. Straighten both legs, spin your toes to the side. Heels in, toes out. We're going to just take some Skandasana pulses. So You can bend forward at first, let your hands come down, then bend through your left knee and take it over to the right. We'll just do a couple pulses just to open up the inner thighs and hips a little bit more. Moving with your breath. And then as you bend the next time into your left knee, crawl around, set up for warrior two on the other side. Inhale, rise. Set up your alignment. Take a moment, press firmly into both feet, opening through the hips. The left knee tracks towards the left pinky toe. Flip your front palm, inhale, shift forward. Exhale, scoop it back. Inhale, come forward, extended side angle. Inhale, rise back up, straighten both legs, spin your toes parallel this time. Inhale, lift your heart, exhale, lower down, forward fold, Prasarita Padottanasana. You can grab your ankles or just let your hands come between your feet. Maybe keep a bend in your knees, that feels better. And once again, take a cleansing breath here. Inhale deeply, exhale, sigh it out. Inhale, come up halfway, fingertips under your shoulders. Then exhale, crawl it around a low lunge. Step back to plank, and then just come to your knees. And come to a comfortable seat. And you can place a blanket under your hips if that feels better. Move any flesh out from under the sits bones, both feet out in front of you, long, tall spine. In fact, I'm going to hook my thumbs into my armpits, lift the chest. Now inhale, arms lift. Exhale, forward fold, keeping a long spine, so maybe you don't go very far today. And as you inhale, lengthen the spine. As you exhale, hinge a little bit more from the hips. You can grab your feet if that's comfortable. Just let your hands fall onto your calves somewhere, or shins. Let your chin come slightly towards your chest, neck is long. Drawing into yourself is a really wonderful pose to be introspective. Work on letting go. Inhale, slowly rise up. Exhale, let's make our way onto our backs. Slowly lowering down. Take one round of bridge before we finish our practice today. So let your knees be hip width distance, neck is long. Roll your shoulder blades under. You can always grab the sides of your mat. And we're going to, as we lift our hips, interlace fingers underneath. So press your low back. Begin to lift your hips on the inhale. This is where you can either grab the edges of your mat or really draw your shoulder blades under, interlacing your hands underneath. Lift your hips high, open through the chest. Keep your neck long. Release your hands. Exhale, slowly lower down one vertebra at a time. And then just take a nice gentle twist side to side, letting your knees fall to the left. Arms can come out to a T. And inhale back through center. Exhale, knees fall to the right. Let's do that one more time each side. Inhale, center. Exhale, left. Inhale, center. Exhale to the right. Coming back through to center, let your feet come long. Palms lay out to the side. Making your way into Shavasana for just one more minute. Getting any wiggles out. Always giving yourself at least a minute or 2 or 5, whatever you have. Let your body feel the effects of your practice. Feel the prana and energy moving through the body. allowing any wrinkles to release from your forehead. Jaw relaxes and releases. Tongue is easy in the mouth. Begin to deepen your breath. Making small movements, wiggling fingers and toes. Gradually making large movements, moving wrists and ankles. Bending through both knees. Slowly drawing your knees to your chest one at a time. Gently make your way onto one side, pausing for a moment. Thanking yourself for showing up today for you. Gently make your way up to seated. Draw our hands to heart center. One last cleansing breath together before we end our practice. Once again, releasing what we no longer need. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, sigh out the mouth. Thank you so much for joining me today. It's an honor as always. The light, the student, the teacher, me honors the light, the student, and the teacher in you. Together we draw our thumb knuckles to the third eye. We bow and say namaste. Namaste.